Confidence, it's not a genetic trait. It's actually a skill that you can build. So today, let's talk about how you can strengthen this mental muscle. Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel where you are what matters. Today, we're going to be talking about what it takes to improve your confidence. And if you like videos about motivation, productivity, and stress relief, now's a great time to go down and hit the subscribe button below. So what gives with confidence? When we talk about confidence, we say, I feel confident or I don't feel confident. So isn't it more of an emotion that comes and goes? Sounds like it, right? Well, not really. Confidence is just the expectation of a positive outcome. Of course, if you believe that you're going to succeed, you're going to act differently. This is why you can feel confident or not feel confident, why you can look confident or not look confident. It's also why someone can fake their way through a situation looking confident, but not actually believing that they're going to succeed. That person simply knows what they look like when they feel confident and they're able to pull off that look, even though they don't actually believe that they're going to have a positive outcome. But today, we're not talking about how you can fake your way through a situation. We're talking about what it takes to build real confidence. So I'm going to grab a drink and then let's dive in. Okay, that's better. The first way you are going to improve your confidence is with practice. So let's talk for a second about how confidence is the belief of a positive outcome. If I asked you, hey, could we jump in the car or head down the street to your favorite coffee shop or restaurant or even your job, do you think you could get me there? You would say, of course, I've been there a million times. The confidence that you have around arriving at this location is founded in the fact that you have a history of planning to go to this location and then successfully arriving at this location. If you planned to go to Starbucks and then arrived at Dunkin' Donuts, you would not have a history of positive experiences here. You would then not have confidence in your ability to take me to that Starbucks. However, having planned successfully in the past and having arrived successfully in the past, you have a history of positive experiences to found your confidence on. Your confidence in your ability to arrive at the coffee shop that you want to go to has absolutely nothing to do with who your parents are or your genetics or even what schools you went to. It's simply that you've been successful enough in the past and now you have built confidence around that thing. So if you lack confidence in a particular area, it's simply that you haven't had enough positive experiences in that area to have built yourself confidence. If you want to feel more confident in the water, take swim lessons. If you want to feel better about giving presentations, join Toastmasters. Worried about bombing an interview? Have friends randomly throw interview questions at you so you can have practice answering unexpected questions. Which brings me to our second method, which is to get help from others. Confidence isn't just about knowing how to do something. If you think about it, it's completely unrealistic to know how to do everything, even if some of you do have teenagers that would tell you otherwise. But even if you do narrow it down to a particular field, you're still not going to find somebody that knows how to do everything. Think about computer programmers. They're not going to know every single computer programming language out there. They're probably great at a couple, average at some other ones, and probably terrible or lack knowledge altogether for some others. That's pretty much most people. Either you're going to spend your time achieving mastery in one really specific area, or you're going to do the whole jack of all trades, master of none thing. For example, me with coaching, I've had a lot of general training and a lot of very specific experiences. Sure, I could coach you with your kids or help you through a divorce, but that would not really be the best use of my knowledge. But there are tons of coaches out there that would be really great at helping you with those things, but really wouldn't have any idea how to get you through burnout. But confidence isn't knowing everything. It's knowing that you can create a positive outcome, and that can come through the help of others. Do you want to become a foreign aid worker and want help through the process? I know someone. Do you need specific help with your nutrition while you're burnt out? I know a few people. Need help getting your business off the ground? I got you covered. So if someone comes to me for help for something that's outside of the scope of things that I cover, I still feel confident that I can help them, even if it's not coming directly from me. So you don't need to know everything about everything. You simply need to have the confidence that you are able to find someone else to help you, or that you can find the resources and the knowledge that you need to help you get to your goal. Now, this third idea is sort of a mashing together of the previous two tips. And that's not just to practice and to get help from others, but that is to practice and take some risks in a psychologically safe environment. So let's think about giving a speech, or something that might even be scarier, doing a stand-up comedy routine. Is that something you're really going to want to do if you think that the crowd is against you? I'm currently working on adding some more humorous things to my speeches, and I'm here to tell you that I would not want to try adding some of those funny stories or humorous little tidbits in front of a crowd that I did not know. But that's part of the reason that I belong to Toastmasters. This is a group specifically around improving your speaking abilities. Everyone is there to grow and learn as a speaker, and there is zero chance that you're going to get booed off the stage. This is what I mean by a psychologically safe environment. I know that I am not going to get bashed simply because one of my humorous stories didn't land. I cannot say the same about my local comedy club. So if you want to grow and build confidence in a particular area, then it's time to look for some specific groups that can help you in a psychologically safe way. You'll often find the term mastermind is used for psychologically safe environments to work on your ideas, but it could really be as simple as a writing club or a quilting club or whatever, where you feel confident that people are going to help you and teach you as opposed to just criticize. Another way that you can use outside resources is for perspective. Nothing kills your confidence more than working on something that you thought was going in the right direction and then finishing it and showing it to your audience or your boss only to find out that it's not exactly what they were looking for. So don't work on things in a vacuum. Don't only do your sales presentation to your dog. Don't write 500 pages before you show a chapter to a trusted friend. Now, I am not talking about art here. In my opinion, art should make the artist happy, but for things where you need to convince a boardroom or please a customer or you want to sell that art, then it will serve you and your confidence if you get the honest opinion of a mentor or a companion while you're in the process, as opposed to waiting until you get to the end and finding out it's not really what people were looking for. Again, this is a good one for that psychologically safe group that you're going to find, but really any set of trusted eyes that understands the process that you're working on will help you develop your project in a way that you feel confident of the end result, as opposing to just seeing if the spaghetti sticks against the wall. This will give you the confidence that you are either heading in the right direction or that you can change the project so that it starts going in the right direction, which will then give you even more confidence because now you know that you have the capability of handling the situation so that you get a positive outcome. So even if you go through all of these steps and you feel pretty confident about whatever it is you're working on, you may still suffer some crisis of confidence. You might even deal with imposter syndrome, which is just the belief that at any moment someone's going to discover that you're a fraud. Even if you're overqualified, you can still have these feelings. Unless you really did sneak in the back door. Ooh, that's not really a good turn of phrase. Unless you really did sleep your way to the top. Ooh, that's not better. But unless you really did walk in the building, steal someone's desk, and pretend to be the president of the marketing group, you probably got where you are on merit. If you feel like you're struggling with these feelings, then consider all of the people that you're helping. Who do you serve? How do you help them? This helps kind of get you out of your head so you're not so inwardly focused, but you start focusing on the people that you're helping. It will remind you that you have done good work and that there's still so much more good work to come. You got here because the people that hired you believe that you do good work, so you should go ahead and believe in yourself too. Just remember that sometimes it's not so much about building up more confidence as it is about just not losing the confidence that you already have. So the last tip is not to ignore your small wins. A lot of us have some really big goals, and if we sat down and tried to figure out every single little step on the way from here to there, we would probably freak out, get overwhelmed, and just give up. Very, very few people would continue to feel confident if they could tell the future and know exactly everything they were going to have to accomplish to get to their goal. You hear people saying this all the time, that if they knew how hard something was going to be, or if they had realized how many obstacles they were going to have to overcome, they never would have started in the first place. So the first part of this is to not look at the entire big project at first so that you get so worried that you have a crisis of confidence. And the other is to celebrate all the little things that you do along the way towards that goal that you're working on. This reinforces your confidence. So don't wait to reinforce your confidence until you have some really big win. Do it as you go so you're constantly building up your confidence. This is particularly important if you're one of those people like me that happens to be constantly moving the goalposts of your goal. If you're someone that's never really at the end or the finished product, but is constantly setting bigger and bigger goals for themselves, this is really important for you to be celebrating those milestones that are heading you in the direction of your goal. You need to reinforce the small wins along the way to remind yourself that you are achieving positive things, which will then boost your confidence. All right, guys, it's time for question of the day. What is the area that you want to build more confidence in, and what are you going to do about it? Let us know down in the comments so we can cheer you on. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love it if you would go down and hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss a video. If you're interested in more information about this topic, go ahead down and check out the show description because it's going to have a bunch of links to other videos and articles that I wrote that relate to confidence. Also, there'll be a link to my 5 Days to Less Stress course, which is a free course to help you figure out all of the things that are stressing you out and help you get them off of your plate. There'll also be a link so that you can get on my calendar and have a free call with me to figure out if working with me is right for you. Thanks everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Like videos about motivation, product trade, and it also contributes why? Confidence in a particular bleh. I've had a lot of general oh my god, it is so hot in here. I hate having the air conditioning on. It's actually only 1 degree hotter than normal. Nothing kills your perspective. It happens to make other happy. Oh, it's been running all this time. Isn't that great? All right, how are you? All right, plane, come on. Front of a crowd, ugh.